Hello dear students, good morning to everyone. Today I am going to explain the 6th chapter of your English grammar book. The topic is pronouns. Please open your book at page number 33. Dear students, for your kind information, I just want to tell you that before the periodic assessment 1, I completed till chapter 4th, and chapter 5 I just want to drop from the syllabus, so I have skipped that one and moved to chapter 6. Okay, now let's see the chapter. Let's get started. Here is some activity that you have to do. Let's see what is here. Rewrite the passage replacing the nouns wherever possible. So first, let me read out the passage. Last month, Krishna asked his mother if his mother could buy Krishna a dog. Krishna had always wanted a dog named Johnny. Krishna's mother told Krishna that if Krishna took care of Krishna's brother Balwant the whole summer, then she would get Krishna a pet dog. Every day after that, Krishna woke up early in the morning and looked after Balwant until Krishna's mother came home from walking in the evening. Krishna's mother was very happy and bought Krishna a dog. So now you have to replace the nouns by pronoun and wherever possible. Okay. Now just take pencil and first you do in your book. So last month Krishna asked his mother if his mother could buy Krishna a dog. So underline the word Krishna and instead you have to write him. Okay, if his mother could buy him a dog. Krishna had always, so here also instead of Krishna you write he. He had always wanted a dog named Johnny. Next, Krishna's mother told Krishna. So here Krishna's mother told, just leave the same. Krishna's mother, it's alright, but you change the next Krishna. So Krishna's mother told him that if he, instead of Krishna again you write he, if he took care of his brother, okay, right here his brother Balwant the whole summer, then she would get him a pet dog. Okay, instead of Krishna you write him. Every day after that Krishna woke up, so here you write he woke up. Every day after that he woke up early in the morning and looked after Balwant until his mother, so instead of Krishna's you write his mother came home from work in the evening. Krishna's mother was very happy. Here you write his mother. Here you write his mother was very happy and bought him a dog. So did you notice that the passage sounded better after replacing some of the nouns that were getting repeated? So repetition sounds very odd. So we can use pronoun instead of noun in some places. Okay. Now see the definition of a pronoun. A pronoun is a word that can be used instead of a noun. So in place of noun we can use the word, whatever we use is called pronoun. Now see the examples. Bina arrived late. Bina had a headache. So instead of repeating the same name Bina twice, we can write, see the next line, how we can write Bina arrived late. She had a headache. So instead of repeating, the word that we use is called pronoun. Here she is pronoun. Now there are different types of pronouns. Let's see types of pronouns. Pronouns can be of different types. Some of them are personal, possessive, reflexive, emphatic, demonstrative, interrogative, and relative. So these are the different types of pronouns. Personal pronoun you will get, possessive pronoun, reflexive pronoun, emphatic pronoun, demonstrative pronoun, interrogative pronoun, and relative pronoun. I am sure in your previous classes also you might have got this detailed study of pronouns, but still here you will get something more. So now see what is personal pronouns. Personal pronouns are used instead of nouns for person or thing. So personal pronouns are used instead of noun for person or thing. Okay, instead of person or thing. So you must remember that personal pronouns are used instead of nouns for person or thing. Let's see the examples. My uncle lives in USA. He. Here he is pronoun, personal pronoun. He lives in the USA. So he is used instead of the person, instead of a person. That is my uncle. Okay, instead of my uncle, here we are using he. So he is called personal pronoun. Next, it is a tall building. They are wealthy and famous. So it, they, all these are personal pronoun because they are used in place of certain things. Okay, just turn the page. Next, the personal pronouns are I, we, you, he, she, it, they, me, if, him, her, them, and us. So these are the personal pronouns. Personal pronouns can refer to the speaker, first person, the person spoken to, that is second person, or the person, place, or thing spoken about, third person. So you see the examples how it is used in first person, second person, and third person. So I is first person, right? You is second person. He is third person. They is also third person plural form, right? So here are some examples. To understand better, see. Let's see the examples. I went to Gangtok last week. Here I is first person. You are graceful dancer, second person you. He designed a new game, that is he is here third person. They want your address, that is they is here third person, right? So let's see the grammar bite. Personal pronouns must agree with the nouns for which they stand in gender, number, and person. So you see, let's see. Manish is a naughty boy. He often gets into trouble. So the personal pronoun must agree with the noun. Here you see Manish is noun. So when we are replacing by using the pronoun he, so you must remember that Manish is a boy, right? So we cannot use she for him, isn't it? So Manish is a naughty boy. So personal pronoun must agree with the nouns. Next you see I bought a muffin. It was very fresh. So muffin, it. So we must be very careful in using or replacing the noun pronouns. Okay. The personal pronouns it. Next you see the personal pronoun it is used for things without life, for animals, and for babies. So we must know where we should use this particular personal pronoun, that is it. So first we have got this here some rules are given. So where to use it? First is that we can use this particular personal pronoun it with things things without life. Okay, things without life, for animals and for babies. Let's see. I had a blue cap. I lost it. So blue cap is a thing. We can replace this noun with it. Secondly, the cat jumped down. It landed on a dustbin. So cat is an animal. So if we have to replace this noun with a pronoun, then we must use it only. Okay, we cannot write he or she because we do not know. So in case of animals, we use it. The baby was thirsty. I gave it a glass of water. Here, since the baby, already we have got these things that for things without life, for animals and for babies, we have to write it. It is a personal pronoun. Okay. Next, as an empty subject, we often use it as the subject in sentences referring to time, weather, temperature, or distance. So when we want to refer to these things like time, weather, temperature, distance, we use it. This is called an empty subject. Okay. So the subject does not carry any real information. The subject doesn't carry any real information. So it speaks about time, it speaks about weather, it speaks about, if it speaks about temperature or distance, then it is called empty subject and we use it. Okay. Examples, it is 10 o'clock. It is Monday time. It is 10 o'clock. Time is here already said time. Next is it is hot. It is sunny. It's weather. It boils at 40 degrees Celsius. It is temperature. It is 80 kilometers from here to Pune. It is distance. So in case of all these things, all these subjects, we use it. Okay. Number 3, to refer to something that cannot be identified. See examples, the things that we cannot. See the example. I think it is made out of rubber. So identification is not clear. When you don't identify, when you cannot identify, then we use it for it. Okay. Next, see possessive pronouns. Possessive pronouns show possession. So what is the meaning of possession? Possession means something that belongs to someone. Okay. When you have something, then you say mine, right? That the thing that belongs to you. So in the same way, if something belongs to someone, it is called possessive pronoun. We use them to show the relationship between people and object. Let's see the examples. Is this pen yours? This is Catherine. She is a cousin of mine. Here mine, yours, possession. That means here in the first sentence you have seen that the pen belongs to you. So is this pen yours? Right? The second one, that here you see this is Catherine. She is a cousin of mine. That means Catherine belongs to me in a relationship. She is my cousin, mine. That's why. Whose jacket is this? This is his. So the jacket possesses to or belongs to him. So here this is his. Is this Sima's book? Yes, it is hers. So look at this table of personal pronouns and their corresponding possessive pronouns. Personal pronouns and possessive pronouns. You see I, it's mine. You, it's yours, possessive pronoun. He, it is his. She, hers. It, no possessive form. Okay. We, ours. They, theirs. Okay. Now watch out. Possessive pronouns and possessive adjectives look similar. Possessive adjectives are followed by nouns. Possessive pronouns are used in place of nouns. This is my book, possessive adjective. This book is mine, possessive pronoun. So little difference is there. Next, reflexive pronouns. Reflexive pronouns are used as objects of a verb when the action of the verb affects the subject. The subject and the object refer to the same person or thing. So subject and object refer to the same person or same thing. How it is possible? Let's see the example, then you will understand. They hurt themselves. So they is a subject, themselves object. So they refer to each other. Okay, same person. He blamed himself. It refers to the same person. So grammar bite, reflexive pronouns are placed at the end of a sentence. So you have seen in the example that themselves, himself, at the end it is used. Emphatic pronouns are placed immediately after the subject of the sentence. So there is a difference. Emphatic pronoun you will get later on. Emphatic pronouns are placed immediately after the subject of the sentence. So this is how you can distinguish or differentiate between reflexive pronoun and emphatic pronoun. So in reflexive pronoun, the pronouns are placed at the end of the sentence. As you have seen, they hurt themselves. And emphatic pronoun, the pronouns are placed immediately after the subject of the sentence. You can see the example, emphatic pronoun, even though I have not started. Anyway, see the examples. I myself did it. So myself just immediately after the subject. Tia herself. So after Tia, Tia is the subject. Immediately after the subject, this pronoun is used. That is emphatic pronoun. So this is the difference between reflexive pronouns and emphatic pronouns. So let's see what is the definition of emphatic pronoun. Emphatic pronouns are used to emphasize the subject of the sentence, just to give more stress. Yes, means emphatic means giving some emphasis. So I myself, just to say strongly that yes, I myself did it. Emphasize. Okay. So I myself did it. Myself is emphatic pronoun. Tia herself made the vase. So Tia herself, just to give emphasis on Tia, that she only has done it, has made the vase. So to give more emphasis, we use this emphatic pronouns. So dear students, I think I should stop here, and I'll explain the later part in my next class. But still, you see page number 37. Let us do some exercises before we complete the chapter. Exercise A. Fill in the blanks using appropriate pronouns. Barsa, who is very friendly, lives next door. Here, who? You will get later on, but I think I should proceed a little more. That's why I want to complete A and B, these two exercises. Okay. So Tina herself baked a cake. Tina herself. It is emphasizing. Just we have got. The man who was staying at the Taj Hotel met my uncle. The man who. Okay. Number 4. She gets excited very easily. Okay. She here. Number 5. It is a old house which was built in the British period. So here you write it is an old house which was built in the British period. Okay. Number 6. Ratan is one of my closest friends whom I have known for a long time. Whom. Number 7. The new auditorium will be inaugurated next month by the Chief Minister himself. Okay. Number 8. Mumbai, which is the largest city in India, is where my brother lives. So here which. Number 9. He was waiting for you at the bus stop. Here he. You can write she also. Okay. Number 10. It is really cold today. So all number A is over. Now let's see. No, I think I should stop here. I'll give the later part of the exercises 2 in my next class. Thank you.